Welcome back to my series on cryptos with actual utility. I've covered enterprise infrastructure and payment solutions. Now we're talking about Oracle data solutions. This is something that a lot of investors overlook, but it's absolutely critical to crypto. It brings real world data to blockchain. Without these cryptos, smart contracts are just code sitting there in isolation. They are the invisible backbone that makes crypto useful. Smart contracts are only as smart as the data that they receive. These crypto projects are the bridge between real world and blockchain. And they might be the most undervalued utility tokens on the market. I already covered Chainlink, the Graph, and Ocean Protocol. Today I'm going to talk about API3. So if you're interested in investing in API3, I'm going to give you what I think is a good entry price, what I think is a bearish price this cycle, what I think is a realistic price this cycle, and what I think is a bullish price this cycle. And I'm not pulling the numbers out of thin air. I'm using calculators and Fibonacci's and market caps and all that on my website. So let's take a look. Okay, we're on my website, cryptosnapshot.net. If you haven't been here yet, you should really just check it out. It's your all-in-one crypto solutions website. It's got a portfolio tracker, budget tools, research tools, exit strategies, crypto news, etc. So we're going to come under the research tools and we're going to go down to the third tool available, Fibonacci Calculator 3.0. This is a really cool tool that lets you do a Fibonacci just like you would do on tradingview.com, but it puts it in a nice, neat, organized table and it's easy. Anybody can do it. So there's two modes. There's the automatic fetch feature, which is a pro feature that is connected to CoinGecko.com and it automatically pulls in data from there. But you don't have to be a pro member to use this. You can switch to the custom manual entry and just type in your high price, your low price, and your current price. Select your trend and it will do a Fibonacci for you. We're going to stick with automatic and we're going to type in the name of the crypto, which is API3. We're going to do a 30-day uptrend, and this is going to give us a good indication of what's a good entry price based on the last 30 days of data on this crypto. So API3 is like the smart middleman between real-world data and blockchain applications. But here's the twist. Unlike Chainlink, API3 gets its data directly from the source, like from airlines, weather services, stock markets. There's no middleman. They call it first-party oracles, and it's cheaper and more reliable. Their data feeds are run by actual companies providing the data, not from random node operators. That's way more trustworthy. The name comes from API, how computers talk to each other, and Web3. API3 is bringing first-party Oracle services directly from data providers to smart contracts. This eliminates the middleman and increases the data reliability. So we're looking at the last 30 days on API3 on an uptrend Fibonacci. The current price is $1.25. It's been as high as $1.41 and as low as 49 cents. So if we go to the 618 level, the ideal entry point for me would be 86 cents. It's currently at $1.25. So in my opinion, I would not invest in API3 unless it dropped to 86 cents. $1.25 isn't even at the 236 retrace level, which is $1.22. Okay, so now let's switch it up. Let's do an all-time downtrend Fibonacci, and we're going to see where price action could go this bull cycle. So in the period, the high was $1.20. The current price is $1.25. The high has been $9.41, and the low was 53 cents. So based off of these inputs, the Fibonacci tells us at the 236 level, it could hit $2.63. This is my bearish price point, $2.63. The 618 level, it could hit $6.02. At the new golden ratio, the 1618, it could hit $14.90. If it were to break out and go to the 2618 level, $23.78. If it were to go parabolic and hit the 3618 level, $32.65. And at the top of the fib at the 4236 level, $38.14. Now we're opening a new tab. We're going to go back under research tools and we're going to come down to the Crypto Snapshot Multiplier Calculator. This tool is free for basic and pro members, and it lets you put in a crypto and compare the market cap to the global market cap. It will tell you the current market cap dominance, and then you can see based off of the future global market cap what the price of that crypto could reach. So we're going to type in API3, and we're going to fetch. Okay, global market cap is $2.974 trillion. The market cap of API3 is $147 million. 147 million is 0.004954% of 2.9 trillion. So this is its market cap dominance, 0.004. If the global market cap were to go from 2.974 trillion to $4 trillion, and API3 maintains the same market cap dominance it has now, its market cap would go from 147 million to 198 million. That means it would be a 1.34x. Its price would go from $1.25 to $1.67. Now we can come down here to this dominance multiplier. This is if it maintained the same dominance, but if a crypto is doing good in the bull cycle, its dominance is going to increase. And it's safe to say that it will 3 to 5x its current dominance. So let's say it 3x its dominance at $4 trillion market cap, the target price would be $5. So that's already above my bearish prediction. And if it were to 5x its dominance at a $4 trillion global market cap, its price would hit $8.37. I'm going to change this dominance multiplier back to a 1. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change the global market cap. Let's say we have a good bull cycle and we get to $6 trillion global market cap. If API3 were to maintain its same dominance it has right now, its market cap would go from 147 million to 297 million, which would be a 2.01x, which would put the price at $2.51, which is right around my bearish price point. Now, let's say it tripled its dominance at a $6 trillion global market cap. Its dominance would then make the price go to a 6x, and the target price would be $7.53. This is my realistic price point for API3, $7.53. And we can look and see if it 5x'd at a $6 trillion global market cap, the price would go to $12.56. Which, looking at the Fibonacci we did, that's not even the new golden ratio of 1618, which is $14.90. Okay, we're going to switch this multiplier, dominance multiplier, back to a 1. We're going to come back up here and we're going to say we have a really good bull cycle. We hit $8 trillion global market cap. It maintains the same dominance. It'll be a 2.68x. The price would be $3.35. But let's say it triples its dominance. We would see $10.05. And what if it 5x its dominance at an $8 trillion global market cap? You would see a $16.74 price. That is my bullish price point, $16.74. Which, looking at the Fibonacci we did, that's not even at the breakout, the 2618 level. Anyway, you can log on to the website cryptosnapshot.net and you can go to the Crypto Snapshot Multiplier. You can enter in any crypto that you like and you can mess around with the numbers and see where price action could go. So that was it for real-world applications on the Oracle networks. They enable everything from insurance products that automatically pay out when certain events happen, to supply chain tracking, to sports betting that settles instantly when games end. Without reliable data oracles, most real-world blockchain applications simply couldn't function. So while everybody else focuses on the meme coins, these are the data projects that are quietly becoming the backbone of the entire crypto ecosystem. Sometimes the most valuable crypto isn't the most visible. All right, that's all I got. Thanks, everybody. Like, follow, comment.